Mr. Ang Wei Nung.
Mr. Speaker, our tax revenue collections have grown broadly in line with GDP. The higher tax revenue collection in financial year 2022 compared to the previous year was due to our economic recovery after the COVID-19 pandemic. While some of this growth momentum has benefited tax revenue collections in financial year 2023, it is unclear whether the trend can continue due to the uncertain global economic outlook. The government understands that cost of living remains a key concern. That is why we had enhanced the assurance package to $9.6 billion in budget 2023 to provide Singaporeans with additional financial support. More support is provided to lower and middle income families, as well as seniors staying in both public and private estates. As Prime Minister Lee mentioned at the 2023 National Day rally, MOF is currently studying further enhancements to the assurance package. We will announce more details shortly after the review is completed.
Mr. Ang Wei Nung.
Thank you, speakers, and thank you, Minister, for the comprehensive reply. Will Minister be able to shed some light whether the amount of tax collected in the first quarter of financial 2023, which means from May to June or July to or up to August this year, whether the tax revenue has increased as compared to last financial year for the same period? Secondly, we understand that the Ministry of Finance reviewing to enhance the assurance package. Will the Minister be able to shed light that will come in the form of cash or some vouchers? But because by giving vouchers, it will have an expansionary effect in the economy where they have to spend. If you give cash alone, people put in savings and don't spend. Thank you.
SMS Chee.
Mr. Speaker, the tax collection, as I mentioned in my reply earlier, is in tandem with the performance of the economy and the GDP. So some of this, there's a bit of time lag. So we collect the taxes, say in a particular period. It actually refers to the economic activity several months back in a previous period. So that's why I mentioned that the collection, there's a certain momentum that we are seeing even in the current financial year, arising from the stronger economic performance and recovery post-COVID-19 pandemic. But whether this can continue, I think this is something that we need to watch very carefully, because as Mr. Ang would be aware, there are some dark clouds in the global economy, and the economic outlook for this year is unlikely to be as strong as, say, last year. So these are things which we have to monitor carefully. But nevertheless, I think the point that I made in my main reply, that we understand that there are cost of living concerns, because that remains a concern for many Singaporean families, and the government will look at how we can provide more help. We will study whether there are ways to enhance the assurance package. And in particular, I think we have been providing not just vouchers, but also cash components and many other types of assistance to Singaporeans within the assurance package. And that is something that I think we will look at as well, how to channel the resources to provide the maximum impact.